Today, we are taking a practical look at how to start Windows 11 in safe mode. Goal: Safe mode starts Windows with a reduced set of drivers and services so you can determine whether a problem is caused by normal startup software, a driver, or another component loaded in a full Windows session. This guide shows the supported ways to enter safe mode, what the different variants mean, how to diagnose problems methodically, and how to avoid configuring the PC to loop into safe mode. If Windows still opens, go to Settings System, Recovery Advanced Startup, and choose Restart Now. In Windows Recovery environment, choose Troubleshoot Advanced Options, Startup Settings Restart. Choose Safe Mode with Networking, or Safe Mode with Command Prompt according to the test you need. Reproduce the original problem without making several changes at once. Restart normally after testing. Expected result: Windows reaches a reduced diagnostic session and a normal restart returns the PC to standard mode. Your Windows account password: Some sign-in methods may behave differently in safe mode. Your BitLocker recovery key if the device is encrypted and recovery asks for it. A note of the original symptom and the most recent driver, application, or update change. Network access only if your test genuinely requires safe mode with networking. If a crash, black screen, or application problem disappears in safe mode, the reduced startup environment becomes evidence. Something loaded in the normal session may be involved. It is not automatic proof that Windows is fine, but it helps narrow the search. Conversely, if the same failure occurs in safe mode, investigate system files, hardware, storage, or lower-level drivers instead of focusing only on startup apps. Open Settings System, Recovery. Under Advanced Startup, select Restart Now. Windows opens the recovery environment. Choose Troubleshoot Advanced Options, Startup Settings Restart, then select the required Safe Mode option. Safe Mode: best default for isolating startup software and many driver issues. Safe Mode with Networking adds network components. Use it only when you need network access, because it expands the set of loaded components. Safe Mode with Command Prompt, intended for command line diagnostics when the normal graphical shell is not useful. Use Windows recovery environment rather than repeatedly forcing random shutdowns. Windows may open recovery automatically after failed starts, or you can boot from official Windows installation recovery media and choose repair options. Once in Windows RE, use the same startup settings path. Before changing anything, write down whether the symptom occurs in safe mode. Then test one category at a time. Startup applications, a recently installed driver, a newly added peripheral, or a specific third-party service. A clean diagnosis is more valuable than disabling many components simultaneously and not knowing which one mattered. The following PowerShell command is read-only and lists common Windows startup entries. Run it in a normal PowerShell session or safe mode with the required shell available. No administrator rights are required for the query itself. Review the names and paths for recently installed software. Do not delete startup entries blindly. Prefer disabling a suspected startup application through Settings or Task Manager so that rollback is simple. If you entered through Startup Settings, a normal restart usually returns to standard Windows automatically. Avoid old tutorials that tell you to permanently force safe mode through boot configuration unless you have a specific reason and understand how to undo it. A misconfigured persistent safe mode setting can make users believe the PC is stuck. Record whether the original symptom happens in safe mode. Repeat the same action under normal Windows after making exactly one reversible change. If disabling one startup app fixes the problem, re-enable unrelated items so the test remains specific. Check Event Viewer or Reliability Monitor for a matching driver or application failure if the symptom is intermittent. No internet in safe mode. You probably selected plain safe mode. Backup important data before deeper recovery work if the symptom includes disk errors or repeated boot failures. Plain safe mode provides a smaller environment and is usually the better first comparison. Change one thing at a time, disable a recently added startup item, uninstall one suspect driver application through supported controls, reboot normally, and test. This prevents circular troubleshooting. After a normal reboot, confirm Windows is no longer configured to force safe mode and re-enable only the components you intentionally changed. The key principle: safe mode is valuable because it changes the startup environment. Use that difference as evidence instead of treating it as a one-click repair. For more details, read the complete article on the blog.